Hey folks, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've been in the studio and recorded anything. I haven't felt the best lately. Today I fought a migraine that I couldn't get under control, and I'm just now feeling like, not dead. And I wanted to come down to the studio and relax a little bit. And I ran into one of those situations where I don't know what to paint. I looked at a couple pictures that I had planned on painting, like reference photos, and they were just kind of overwhelming. And I thought, I bet a lot of people feel this way, especially when you're starting to paint with watercolor, just that overwhelming, I can't do that. So what I do paint when I'm feeling overwhelmed, when I'm feeling tired, but I want to paint, or I just don't know what to paint, I go with vines and leaves. One, the brush stroke you use to make leaves, it's crucial to your watercolor journey. If you can do that light pressure, and then you push down with your brush and then pull back up, that stroke that we use, if you can do that, you can paint just about anything. So practicing that, making vines and leaves, it's so good. It's good for the soul because you get to relax. So today, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to relax, and I hope you give it a try too. And guys, if you like what I do here with my videos, please click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm on Facebook as Olive Branch Studio, my little sign, my 16-year-old baby, OBS. And we're on Patreon and TikTok as well. Give us a follow. Let us know how we're doing. Thanks. One of the things I have found that when I don't know what to paint is that I just start painting. And for some reason, I always come back to painting leaves. And I think that's because it's the most basic brush stroke we can do. And you can make just some gorgeous, beautiful leaves. So that's what I do, but I'm not sure what else to do. So I like to start off with just a vine, nothing dead on straight, just crooked, simple. And then that light pressure, push down and pull back up brush stroke, kind of at a curve shape. We make that beautiful leaf, okay? And then just fill up that whole vine. And I could fill the whole page with these. And what I love to do is like to do the light colors first. So here I have like the olive green, I think it's a Daniel Smith color. Actually, I'm pretty positive that it is. And what I did, I took a size 12 Princeton Neptune. It holds a ton of paint and water, so we don't have to keep reloading every time we do a stroke. And then it also covers a great deal of space. Now I can cover my whole page with those light green leaves and vines. And I can do that, and I tell you, it's just so relaxing. And there's like no stress to it. I don't have to do this to make anybody happy but myself. So there's joy in making yourself feel good. And today I've had just a killer migraine. I even went to work for a little while, and then I came back home and I just can't sleep. I thought, I'm gonna go and try to paint, because to me that is so relaxing. It really is. So here I am, just getting some color on the paper and just breathing. It's so nice to do. It's a beautiful Wednesday here in Southern Illinois. It's only 55 degrees, which for us isn't bad this time of year. There is no sunshine though, so I won't complain that it's not 70, 80 degrees, but I would like to see a little more sunshine. Maybe I wouldn't have such a headache. Tomorrow I'm supposed to have storms, so that's probably it more than anything that's causing my pain. So there you go. And I could put more. I could go up here and do this, but I'm gonna let this dry, or I'll make it dry, And then I'm going to come back in with some darker leaves and kind of go over that too. Now that my light olive green leaves are dry, I'm going to grab some, I think this is undersea green, perhaps my new favorite green from Daniel Smith. Just going across what I already have there with a little bit darker color. And I'm going to make the same leaf shapes. I'm not doing fancy. I'm just using my brush strokes to practice, or using this time to practice my brush strokes, I should say. You know, I have a headache when I can't articulate. So there we go. We're getting these beautiful colors down. And again, that stroke is fairly simple. We just push down with more pressure and then back up. And because I'm making bigger leaves, I'm doing two sides to this. Okay? So I do it twice. Push down, pull back up. It's really light pressure and then heavy pressure. And then just pull up. You can do the same stroke and make longer strokes, make longer leaves. In that, however you want to do it. Okay. Need to mix a little bit more. To go a little bit farther because I want to make there we go. Some more pretties. And I am. Some of them are going right over the top of the olive color, and that is perfectly fine because when you have a group of vines, they're not just beautifully side by side in nature. You're going to see them overlapping and blending together almost. So this is actually more natural than what people think about, because so often in pictures, especially when you're drawing or painting, we want it to be perfect. And things out there in nature, they just aren't. And guys, on a couple of these, I have like excess paint there. And I really don't want those big water spots because they will dry that way. So I'm just going to take my brush and kind of fill it back, the back of the leaf. And if it feels like I have too much, I just take my brush and dab it on my paper towel. And that way I don't have those big wet spots that dry funky on the page. Those are never that pretty. Unless you're, intentionally doing it perhaps. There we go. Now, the next step, you may think this is perfectly fine, just like this. You might be nice and relaxed, and that is amazing. And you might have that painter's block gone and you're ready to paint something else. Or you could be like me. I want to put a darker green color, mix this with something else, make it a little bit darker, and do one more set of leaves or vines. So I'm going to try this one. So I mixed my undersea green and I don't know, I think it was the cadmium red, I think, together, since they complement each other, just to darken up the green a little bit. And I made a really thick vine that time. And that's okay. This isn't a showpiece to sell to anybody. I am just focused on practicing my leaves, my brush strokes, and relaxing. The key there. And I like, this is a little bit lighter, so the leaves are almost transparent, which is pretty cool because then you see
through as if the sunlight is going through as well. And when you walk into the woods or near trees with vines, you see where the sunlight peeks through and how sometimes the leaves seem to be transparent because the light can be so bright. There, I like that. Now you might think that's a little too dark going through there, but once it dries, it really won't show that way. I could put some more up here and fill in the top, but I think I'm going to be done here. I really like the way this turned out. Real simple vines. I could put some flowers in there if I wanted to. Just this is another way to relax, guys, and work on that brush stroke. Again, I used a size 12 Neptune from Brenda. I can't talk with my headache, from Princeton. I used a Princeton Neptune size 12 brush. It's bigger, it holds more water, more paint, and just some Daniel Smith greens that I happen to adore. And just practice those brush strokes and relaxing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try, especially if you're not sure what to paint. Try it out and try to relax. Have a great day.